Now, if you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering why I put out a video how to sell your home without using a realtor, when in fact that I am a real estate agent and that is my full-time job. I really wanted to put into context the amount of effort and work that goes into selling a property, and it's not just putting a sign on the lawn. Hey there, my name is Kyle Duke. I am a local real estate agent in the Durham region, and I've actively been selling properties for the last 8 years. Now, when people are selling their property by themselves, or also known as a for sale by owner, their whole goal here is to save money and also time. Now, for starters, when you're selling your property by yourself, there's a very good chance that you're either going to overvalue or undervalue your property. Now, it's great in today's day and age that most consumers have the ability to find the sold data of the most recent sale or property that they were keeping an eye on. In the event that you are a seller and you see your neighbor's home go for X amount, that does not mean that your home is automatically worth that. When agents are giving prices, they're also looking at a lot of adjustments to be made. So in terms of square footage, upgrades, the age of the home, the size of the lot, there's so many things that go into account when coming up with a price. It's not just based on what you think it is worth. Now, if you are selling your property by yourself, you have in today's market about a 7 to 14 day window for that home to be sold. If not, automatically buyers' mindsets are going to what is wrong with that property. Now, when you hire an agent to sell your home, they're looking at that property with an objective view. Now, a good agent understands the trends and changes that they're seeing within the industry, and you, as a seller trying to sell it privately, you're already gonna have to spend hours and hours packing up your home and decluttering. Now, at the same time, you're gonna have to start to research on how to stage your property. Staged homes are selling anywhere from 4 to 6% more on average, and that means if you do not do that, you are definitely leaving money on the table. And again, as a seller doing this by yourself, you now have to research it, you have to go buy the furniture, you have to now carry it into your home, put it in where it's supposed to be, and then if it does sell, you now have to take all that furniture back out of the home. A good agent should have this a part of their package and is no expense to you, so this is something that you should never be worrying about. Don't try to reinvent the wheel, take advantage of the professionals and their resources. Number 3 is the time it takes to sell a property. So again, if you're selling your home by yourself, not everybody is on your schedule. So if you're selling your property by yourself and you're at work from your 9 to 5, and a buyer wants to see your property on a Wednesday at 2 p.m. Now you have to make the call. Do you leave work to go show that buyer your home, or do you stay at work and miss the opportunity of that buyer potentially being the one for your home? So let's say, for example, you leave work to go show a buyer your own home and they don't like it with them being in the home for 5 minutes. Now you've left work, you still don't have a buyer for your home, and now you got to start this process all over again. Now, how does this impact the seller's job going forward? They continually have to leave their job to go home and show their home, where they should be really focusing on their job and hiring an agent to take care of this process for them. Number 4 is the security for the seller. Now, if you're selling your home by yourself, how do you know when these buyers are knocking on your door or even calling you off of let's say a sign in your front lawn? How do you know that they're qualified? How do you know who they are, where they're coming from, what their intentions are? I say this all the time to my sellers when we have coming soons is there's people walking their dogs, there's people driving by. Never agree to show your home to somebody that you don't know unless the agent is already involved and has qualified these buyers. Number 4 is marketing your property. In today's day and age, marketing is an extremely important aspect of selling real estate. What I've seen in the past is people that are trying to sell their property, again, like I said, are trying to save money and save time, but it actually ends up costing them both. People see it all the time when you're looking on Realtor.ca and you see a home that's listed, but it looks like the photos were taken with a flip phone. That is not a good first impression for somebody to come and feel like they want to take the time out of their day to go see that property. You need professional photography, you need videography, you need all these marketing tools that are going to get your home in front of thousands of people. If you do not, how are people supposed to know about your home that's for sale? And to add on to that, the target marketing is more important than anything. You need to get in front of the right people. The people that are typing into Google, home for sale in Durham, home for sale in Whippy. Those are the buyers you're trying to get your home in front of. And if you don't know how to do that, you're leaving money on the table. Good agents have bigger networks and more marketing channels to get your property on. For sale by owners, unfortunately, just don't have those tools. So let's say after all that's said and done, you finally have a buyer for your property and now your time to negotiate. How do you, as a seller, never going through this process before, know how to negotiate the deal that's best for you, but also not try and scare that buyer away? Now, your home is not going to be the only one for sale, so how do you negotiate a deal where you don't scare that buyer off and now you're back to square one? And it's happened before because I've heard the stories. So the whole premise behind this video is to really shed some light on how much work and effort goes into selling a property, and it's not as easy as some private sellers may think. Thank you very much for taking the time today to watch this video. If you have any questions about how to buy or sell real estate, please feel free to reach out at any time, and I'll talk to you soon.